the wild winds call. Jasper's walking, taking pictures of it all. Boots on the ground, heart in the sky, following the blazes, just a rambling guy. Through the valleys, over the hills, chasing that freedom, feeling the thrill. With every sunrise, he's finding his way, living the dream, one step a day. Trail named Jasper, walking on through Bruce Trail, bound with a camera view, hiking the ridges, chasing the light. Like and subscribe, come follow his life.
Good morning, everybody. Yep, you guessed it. Jasper here. Well, oh look, there's that beaver dam. We actually photographed that beaver dam. Oh, back in Easter, there was a lot more water then. I hope those beavers are making out okay in there. Anyhow, today is it's Friday, and it's the 27th, I believe, of June. Ooh. We just returned yesterday. Yesterday we flew from Glasgow in the UK back to Toronto, Ontario, Canada. After quite an adventurous and exciting month of hiking in the UK. Oh yeah, there's another beaver dam down there. More water to the right. Hopefully that's sufficient. Anyhow, so this morning we're back out on trail one more time for a day hike and back on the Culham Trail. Now you remember we did this at Easter, a couple of times. I like this trail. It's got a mixed bag of cookies, essentially, but overall an easygoing trail. Yeah, you got to look behind me. Weighted pack, about 30 pounds. And I think it's going to be cloudy, but nice, no precipitation, I don't believe. And a temperature high, I think it's 22, 23 degrees. So it's actually a nice day. It's not overly a long hike, at around 16 kilometers, 10-mile hike. And that's just fine. Yeah. Okay. I do enjoy this trail. I really do. So you may recall that this particular trail is a trail I'd been using whilst I'm at my daughter's house. I use this as a training trail. I used this as I was training and preparing and rehabilitating my hip after my surgery, but preparing for the UK's Coast to Coast and West Island Way and Great Glen Way trails, all the trails we had planned to hike whilst we were in the UK. Yeah, and those three trails, if we were successful in hiking all three, would be a total of a little over 600 kilometers. So, not the longest, but certainly enough to be a serious challenge. No doubt about that. Yeah. So as I say, we just arrived back yesterday. I had taken a day off in Inverness before I traveled to Glasgow for my flight back. I took a 0 in Inverness. was kind of nice, interesting town. Liked it a lot. So today, as I say, we're just back out on trail. Just a 16-kilometer weighted pack, 30 pounds, just to keep that replaced hip kind of moving and keep our trail legs. Just to be out. It's always a pleasure. It's always amazing to be out on trail regardless. Most times anyhow. There has been trails that have made me cry, but this is certainly not one of them. Look at the river. This is a credit river here. Beautiful, beautiful river. And of course, you know, on the Bruce Trail we go through hiking the Bruce. We used to go past the forks of the Credit, but it got rerouted, but we still go along the Credit River, just not at the forks of the Credit anymore, just because of the reroutes on the Bruce. Yeah. So today's video, it's just a short video. It's just to let you know what's up and coming as far as our hikes and our videos and so on are concerned. Well, so when it comes to videos, as I say, I'm at my daughter's house for a few days. The whole family's here. Both my daughters, their families, are all here for a little while. So I want to take advantage of that and get to visit with everybody. So my oldest daughter, who lives in Mexico, she picked me up yesterday at the airport. I think she'd just flown in earlier that morning, or no, the day before, I believe. The day before, yeah, she flew in the day before. So her with her husband and family are here. It's nice. Enjoyed nice coffee and breakfast with her this morning before heading out on this trail. So yeah, I plan on spending a couple of days here in Toronto, Mississauga. So I thought, well, what better opportunity to do the Culham Trail again, but today the girls are all going shopping, pick up some items at the mall, the Square One Mall in Mississauga, which I love, by the way. I love the Square One Mall, but I was there last night. Yeah, my oldest has got her son, Rocco. He's going to summer camp up in the Muskokas, Lake Rosso, I believe. So she had to pick up some final things for him. So that's cool. Anyhow, upcoming videos. Well, we're going to have a whole series of videos on our UK adventure, the trails we did. What we originally set out to do was Alfred Wainwright's Coast to Coast, and then the West Island Way, and then the Great Glen Way. And as I say, that would have been a total of a little over 600 kilometers of everything. And how did we make out? Well, you're gonna have to watch the videos. They're gonna start to be uploaded very soon. As soon as I get home, I'll be working on the first videos. And the first trail we attempted was the Alfred Wainwright's Coast to Coast, 200 miles across England from St. Bees to Robin Hood's Bay. So that's the first one that we made an attempt of. Watch the videos and we'll see how we made out on that, and we'll also see what we did after, if we did anything even after that particular trail. Yeah. And then upcoming trails, well, we have some ideas, no doubt about that. We have some plans for upcoming trails, upcoming through hikes for the remainder of 2025. As I say, it's basically the end of June now, 27th of June. Long weekend coming up this weekend. Yeah. Okay. A beautiful location along the gentle rapids. Let's call them gentle rapids of the Credit River and the Credit River Walk. Oh yeah. Pretty, isn't it? and it's a very nice walk. This is a really, really nice trail to be essentially in the middle of a city, and not just any city, but the fourth largest city in North America. Oh yeah, I don't know if people realize that, but the GTA is Toronto's the fourth largest city in North America. Oh yeah, so it's really nice to have such a wildernessy kind of trail surrounded by, well, like I say, the fourth largest city in North America. Pretty breezy. Temperatures around 20 degrees Celsius right now. Yeah, pretty. Look at those. I'm not sure if they're creepers or climbers. Hard to say. Yeah. The old mill looks very different today than it did once back in the day, but it's still operating. There's some information about it further up here, and we'll take a little look-see just to kind of refresh our memories about what it says. It was quite interesting, but let's just take a look and see. Barberton, the mill and the village. Wow. Well, the lazy course of the Credit River belays its importance on the early development of Peel County. The establishment of mills, particularly saw and grist mills, often marked the beginning of a community. By 1851, approximately 60 mills were operating along the Credit River. By 1859, 10 of those were textile mills. The most significant of these textile manufacturers was the Barber Brothers mill near Streetsville. The Barber Brothers, who also owned a large mill in Georgetown, expanded their operation in 1843 when they purchased William Comfort's mill site and farm. And there's a lot more to the story, but needless to say, this mill, well, oh sure, it's had a facelift or two, but it's been doing what it does for a long time. The contrast between the hustle and bustle of the highway and city life and the green belt. Yeah, it's really quite amazing, and how fortunate we are that our governing bodies have seen fit to maintain a green belt amidst the hustle and bustle of the traffic and stuff in the city. So we're in the heart essentially of Mississauga, but in fact, I don't know if you can see on the GoPro, but through there, past that electrical tower, you can see skyscrapers. In a few minutes, we're going to pass underneath, I believe, this particular highway here. And yet very much able to enjoy the outdoors in a really beautiful kind of way. Beautiful setting, I should say. Because look at this trail ahead of me. If you ignore what's on my left, this is just a beautiful, beautiful forest trail. It really is. So, the next through hike. Well, this is definitely not an announcement video, that's for sure. However, last year, 2024, around mid-August, I believe, Joanne wanted to go see her family in Cornwall a couple of weeks. And I thought, well, no point me sitting around Cornwall for a couple of weeks. But I thought I could get the train from Cornwall to Kingston and make an attempt at the Rideau Trail, 350 kilometers, which I did. And it was successful. And I enjoyed it. And I hope you watched all the videos. So this year, she said, I'd like to go back to Cornwall. And I thought, well, okay, end of August-ish, we could look at that. Because I'm thinking in my mind, another shot at the Rideau. Good morning. So, right now, I've penciled in mid-August, end of August-ish start date, somewhere in there, penciled in a through hike attempt, my second through hike attempt of the Rideau Trail, Kingston to Ottawa, 350 kilometers. Yeah, so that is what I have possibly coming up today. But it now basically being the end of June, beginning of July, it'll be 6 to 8 weeks away before I would start that particular through hike, assuming that's what I do. In the meantime, there's going to be several 2-day, 1-night camp hikes that I like to do, and there'll be lots of day hikes all throughout the Bruce area, the Bruce Trail area, up where I spend my summers, Meaford area, primarily Sydenham section, Beaver Valley section, so on. And maybe a section hike of the Bruce Trail, Sydenham section or Peninsula section, or who knows. We'll see. Okay, so that's pretty much everything I have for you today. Just stay tuned for some exciting videos coming from our last month in the UK of hiking. It was exciting, it was challenging, but more challenging than I expected. But anyhow, and yeah, so those videos will be coming up very, very shortly. In the meantime, have a great day, and we will see you soon. Oh yeah, on the trail, whichever trail it might be. Probably the Bruce, do some day hikes and some, maybe a section hike. Oh yeah, all kinds of stuff coming up. Oh, and don't forget, we've got to do the review on the Nature Hike 60-liter pack. Remember we did a beginning kind of, almost an unboxing first look review. Now we've got some use out of it, we can do a more in-depth review on that pack. That'll be coming up soon too. Okay, let's go.